And that was filmed earlier this year. Had a great time filming it. Worked with some really talented cast and crew members, and it was a lot of hard work. But I'm glad that everything came together the way it did, and I've just been enjoying watching the final product on A&E every Monday night.
I was surprised. I know you can't talk about the show much, but I have met the one gentleman that was there. Zaffis.
Oh, okay, yeah, John Zaffis.
Yeah, he was there. He was I saw him on the show. That was it. I don't know how the heck did you manage to get him down there?
I don't know. That was all done through the producers and directors.
He's a nice guy. Did you get to meet him?
Lined up to be there and when and all that.
Did you get to meet him?
No, I didn't. That wasn't on one of my filming days there.
Oh, okay. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty down to earth. He's a good guy.
I've got to say, from what I've seen of it so far, the first few episodes, I absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic show.
Yeah, they're doing a good job on it.
Yeah, I recommend anyone to watch it.
Yeah. And,
well, thank you. It's I think it's interesting too. When we were filming it, I had no idea what the final product would look like, because you shoot all day long just to get maybe 1 or 2 minutes worth of TV footage. So you never know really what's going to end up on there and what's not.
Right.
But thus far, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job. So we give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, any other projects you're working on?
Oh, me. Well, I have some appearances and other things. I have some upcoming TV projects, 2, possibly 3 for next year, but I just told you all I'm allowed to tell you about those right now. But and some other projects. But appearance-wise, we've got a lot of upcoming radio interviews, and weekend of November 6th and 7th and 13th and 14th, 4 nights, I'll be doing a lecture, dinner theater presentation about the Bell Witch.
Yeah, I saw that on your website today.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of my comprehensive lectures, which usually I don't do those but about every 5 or 6 years, simply because nobody will give me the amount of time it takes to do that.
Right.
But the Thomas House is. So these are going to be actually 4 nights of the comprehensive lectures. Lectures and book signing. And then those adults who stay overnight can also go on a paranormal investigation of the Thomas House with me as well.
All right.
Cool.
Are you writing any new books by any chance right now, or?
I have 3 that I'm working on here the last several months. Those have been on back burner due to needing to get out and do some more investigating in the field and documenting, as well as the TV project. But there's a sequel to Ghostly Cries from Dixie that'll be called More Ghostly Cries from Dixie. And I'm also working on a childhood memoir called From Turkey Creek, a memoir. And I've been working on that for quite a few years now, but I hope to have it done in another year or 2. And then there's another one out there, another book out there that's top secret. But you'll hear more about that probably within about the next 5 to 6 months.
Okay.
Cool. Now, do you ever you go out and do the EVP thing, trying to get EVPs and voices and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
We're working on something ourselves. We've come up with a theory, and we just kind of tell everybody this. We're working on this theory that EVPs are not really electronic voice phenomena, but they're actually voices that are just coming in below human hearing. We got a bunch of EVPs from this one investigation we did, and when we ran them through a sonogram, they all came in under human hearing. They were all down below what humans can hear. So right now, what we're thinking is maybe EVPs aren't really EVPs. There's just the sounds are there. We just can't hear it.
Right.
And
yeah, I mean that sounds like a very good angle to approach it from.
and we're working on proving that.
Yeah, we're trying to set up some experiments. I have a background in like in a lot of sciences like chemistry, biology, and I've worked in some research projects and stuff. So we're trying to set up like actual experiments to test this theory. Right now, I'm working on setting up something that'll actually emit these sub-audible sounds.
Because we feel that that's what they're doing, but what we're doing, we just tell anybody that's in the field that anybody who wants to work on this project and take the bull by the horns, work on it themselves, try and figure it out. We're not trying to make money from this. We're just trying to figure out if a better way to pick up EVPs or voices.
Right, and I've noticed that to an extent when I've been analyzing my own recordings, in that I can do what you call a frequency mask and mask out certain frequencies.
Okay.
And keep going down and down and down. And once I seem to reach a certain point, which is just about at the frequency level about where you can hear, it seems that the EVPs become much more discernible at that point.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's a start. Still doesn't prove anything,
No.
but I do know that, they're, when you listen to them and you can mask out the higher frequencies, you can hear them a lot better.
Yeah. One thing we push a lot is for people who are investigators to try something new. Don't do everything that everybody else is doing all the time, because we're never going to advance if you do.
Right. Nobody ever got anywhere but trying to be like somebody else.
Yeah. We were at an investigation last year, and Dan was there and Steve was there. I started asking math questions, and I actually got a response over the ghost box.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it correct?
It was. I asked what 1 + 2 was, and it said 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Have you ever had your name called on an EVP?
I've never had my name called.
No. I've worked with an investigator where his name has been called before.
Yeah, that's really creepy when that happens. You're playing back the EVP recordings, and all of a sudden they're actually calling your name or asking where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. I know we were in a house where they were intelligent because they were responding to what we were doing. When we listened to the EVPs later, you could tell they were responding to what we were doing during the investigation. Like they were like taunting us and making fun of us. Like I asked Dan if he had his flashlight because I was about ready to turn the lights out, and we got an EVP that said, "Hal, get the big guy's light."
Oh no!
And it was this old farmhouse, and it was a lot of intelligent responses to what we were doing. And you could hear us talking about certain things. Then the EVP would come in with them giving us a response. It was pretty interesting.
One subject I wanted to touch upon with you, to ask you if you could tell us a little bit about, was the RSPK, because that's a theory with the Bell Witch as well.
Yeah, RSPK, recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis.
Mm-hmm.
That came about basically through two researchers at first, and some other people have expounded on that. Initially, it began when Nander Fodor, years ago, back in the 1930s and 40s, investigated several series of poltergeist phenomena. And he made observations that in a lot of the cases there was a troubled or mentally traumatized teenager or pre-teenager around when these things happened. And he went on to say that he felt that these people's minds or their brains were creating these waves, or these malformed waves, which were attacking things and causing these poltergeist disturbances in a number of cases. Well, fast forward to the 1960s, the University of North Carolina, Dr. William Roll and some other people conducted additional experiments and research, and came to the conclusion that a lot of this poltergeist phenomena would just happen suddenly and randomly. So coupling all that together, and like with the Bell Witch, when in the short time that it acted like a poltergeist, these things would just suddenly happen. Things would suddenly start banging around and then stop, things like that. So it's like these things happen spontaneously, and they happened over and over again. So recurrent, spontaneous and recurrent, and because it was felt that it was a case of mind over matter, which goes back to Fodor's theory, then that's how we get recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis.
Okay. Yeah, because, it's, it's popular theory that ghosts and spirits are attracted to different emotions or people's mental states.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's getting late, and you're probably ready for bed.
Oh, no, I've got to go eat some dinner.
Oh, you haven't even eaten dinner yet?
No.
We had our spaghetti and meatballs already before the show, so... So, hey, we'll let you go. And, hey, we'd really appreciate you coming on our show with us.
Well, let's give him a chance to pimp anything he wants.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us your websites and your books and anything you want to pimp here, and let people know where they can buy your books or get your books, and where they can check out your websites or anything like that, your Twitter or...
Yeah, sure. The website, the main one is www.patfitzhugh.com, and the Bell Witch one is www.bellwitch.org, O-R-G, and the books can be bought in probably half or a little more than half of regular bookstores, and of course also through online retailers.
Okay.
If somebody wants a signed, personalized copy, then they would have to go to that bellwitch.org website.
Okay.
And, of course, people are welcome to look me up on Facebook. Just put my name in there, and there's a page there. It's like a fan page. It's just all they got to do is click like on that, and they keep up with my, progress on books and other projects, things like that. And on Twitter, it's @Pat Fitzhugh.
Okay.
If anybody's interested in seeing what I've captured or a small subset of what I've captured in investigations, just look me up on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh, awesome. Okay. We'll check that out.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, talking with you tonight.
Oh, my pleasure. I have enjoyed it immensely.
And maybe we'll, once you get through a few more projects, maybe we'll have you back on here again. It's been a lot of fun, and we really like to say thank you very much for coming on, and it's been really nice.
Awesome. It has been my pleasure.
Okay, right. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the future.
Yes, sir. You too.
Okay, bye. And that was Pat Fitzhugh. He is, I guess, pretty much one of the few people that I would consider an expert on the Bell Witch.
Yeah.
And what happened down there. That was really awesome.
It's funny. He was talking that he's been doing this for 40 years.
Right.
When I see him in pictures or see him in the videos, even on the show, he doesn't look that old.
No.
He doesn't look that old at all.
No.
I thought he was much, much younger. I thought.
Now, Dan, how are we doing on time?
We're doing pretty good on time.
Yeah. Where are we at?
Want to take a break?
Why don't we take a break and you can play some music?
I could do that.
Go ahead.
This week we have District with Don't Let Me Down, and you can check them out on our featured artist page.